not on. So I can't pray for you now. Come back tomorrow. The camera will be on tomorrow. Everybody will see it happen tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. And he, as a music minister, was feeling this is pride, arrogant. What do you mean? Are you saying that God cannot leave somebody until the camera is on? So he said, even though it was not his own slot for the ministration was that particular night, he was not supposed to come the next night, but he said, I will come. This guy is bragging. I want to see how God will disgrace him tomorrow. That person that is blind, let me see how it will happen. Is it camera that heals people? The next day he came. And true, the camera was on and the blind person could see. Now, what I'm saying is that there are certain scenarios that the best expressions for them is public faith. If you say, no, let's hide and do it, it will not work. It will not work. There are some scenarios. Jesus went to a dead person. He removed everybody. He said, everybody come out except the parents of the child and my inner caucus. And then he prayed. Some other scenarios, there was a crowd. He still said, Lazarus, comfort. You need to, you see, there are different kinds, different expressions. You need to learn it in the school of the Spirit. Otherwise, you would think every prayer is prayer. No. Every prayer is not prayer. There are types, there are kinds, there are expressions, various. And you need to learn them. Fundamentally, check how the Spirit is leading you. There are miracles that will never happen privately. The design was to give God the glory publicly. So if you cheat God, it won't work. And let's go and pray it in the corner, it won't work. God says, I designed this thing to glorify me publicly. You want to do it privately, maybe because you're a coward. It won't work. You may say, but I believe. If you believe, do it the way I say you do it. Publicly. I was watching, I think, Jacko, a very wonderful healing ministry, or healing evangelist in the 60s, thereabout. And he was praying for a lame man. I think the guy was struck with arthritis. And the utterance of his words was what struck me. He said, Jesus, there are too many people watching. Don't disgrace me here. That's how he prayed. He said, Jesus, there are too many people watching. Don't disgrace me here. And he said that and began to pray. Began to cast out devils of arthritis. And then the man began to walk. Now, there are certain miracles that are designed for public. If you say, no, just in case it doesn't work, let's go and do it at the back. It won't work. So understand how the Holy Ghost leads various kinds of prayers. As you study the scriptures, you will notice various kinds, various expressions, various dimensions, and you need to learn to use them as the case may be. Some prayers are said with a tone of appeal, and some are said with a tone of authority. When Abraham spoke to God about Sodom and Gomorrah, you see him appealing, you see him begging, you see him in quotes interceding. You see him saying, God, please, I don't think it will be so fair. I mean, please hear me out. I know I'm not even supposed to speak with you, but please, I'm just a man, but hear me out. What about if you see 50 people? What about if you see 40 people? What about if you see 30 people? You see a tone of appeal, but you see some other prayers, a tone of authority. There are prayers you will hear that will sound arrogant, but that is the way it should be said. There are prayers you will hear and somebody will say, who is this person? Why is this person talking like this? But that's the only way that prayer should be said. If you use the tone that the Holy Ghost is giving you to pray, you'll be more effectual. But if you say, no, it will sound like I am too proud. It will sound like I'm too arrogant. And you change the spirit-led tone and use your own human mind, you won't get the result. You see prayers with a tone of appeal. God, please do it. God, please remember your name. God, please remember your covenant. You see some other kinds of prayers, authority. You see somebody speaking as though he was God himself, still in scriptures. So there are different approaches. The most important thing is to recognize which one the Holy Ghost wants you to use. And you can do that not necessarily even by hearing the voice of the Holy Ghost, but by studying scriptural patterns. For instance, on a basic level, there is a way to minister to the sick. People who get results praying for the sick, check them. They have things in common. There's a way, there's a particular tone they use. There are particular ways in which they speak.